The posts that tend to get the most comments are politically charged. And that is very much a double-edged sword. I love engagement, but not when it's Obama this and, you know, Congress sucks. That's not helping anybody. It's a lot of work for me to maintain those because I don't want to censor everybody, and yet how far over the line do I allow a comment to go? My personal story is a few months back, I launched a site called no2.3.com, and that was intended to collect signatures against the impending medical devices tax. The medical devices tax was by far the most talked about subject, and so I created a website with the help of Cook Medical, who gave me some financial backing so I could afford the web designers and the like to make it, to give the group a way to do something more than grouse. And what surprised me, I mean, I learned a lot from this. What surprised me was even something as potentially polarizing as a tax against the industry did not find a uniform response from the group. I got some serious pushback from people where, for the first time in my career, I was getting a few personal pot shots online. I know just enough about social media, though, to know that as the guy who has the group, I don't have the, I won't say luxury, it's just not right for me to say, well, you annoyed me, so I'm going to kick you out of my group and delete your comment. That's a great way to alienate people. So when people take a pot shot at me, I have the same access to the group that they do in leaving a response. And I actually wrote this fellow and said, had you insulted any other group member like this, I would have deleted your comment. But because it's me, and you had the courage to say so, I'm going to leave this up for the benefit of other people who may feel the same way. And then I explained the choice that I made, and I did not apologize for the choice. It was a conscious choice that I had made a statement that wasn't so balanced. I had a point of view in this. And some of the people came back and said, you're the moderator. You're not allowed to have a point of view. You just give us the, well, I've afforded the same ability to express myself as anybody else. And I thought, if there's anything hitting the industry that's really important to talk about, it's this. And I really want to motivate you to think more than just, oh, that was a nice read, to go and do something. When I say I curate content, this is an example of what I mean. I had a group member ask a question about some Nigerian regulation, and it seemed that this guy needed help. I knew if I put it on the promotions page, it would never get any attention at all. And I don't tend to put every single request out to the group. Remember, I'm keeping the CEOs in mind. It's not relevant. It's kind of really off topic. But this was on topic, and he needed some help with Nigerian regulations. And I took some time and I did a search to see how many Nigerians I had in my group. And then I individually emailed about a dozen of them that I thought would be best qualified to answer the question. And I sent them a link, and I said, one of your fellow group members is looking for help. Do you know the answer to this? And I think 4 or 5 of them answered. And the guy walked away with what he needed. And that just felt really great. I just love how global this thing is. I'm privileged to have conversations with people all over the world. I give out my email address, people find me on Skype, and it's really quite a thrill. The idea of being able to touch that many people. So curating is important. Sometimes someone will write something that isn't in really good English. So sometimes I'll write them back and I said, I'm happy to help you with this. Why don't we sculpt the question together? You'll have a better chance of a response. And I say, did you mean to say this? Why don't you go ahead and resubmit it that way? And sometimes that yields better results than they might have otherwise had. Remember, the group is there to help its members. I'd say the most frequent request I get is, I'm hiring someone, please put this on the page. They just don't know where to put it. It makes a lot of extra work for me. But I always come back with a reply. It's a canned reply, sorry everybody. But I took a lot of time writing it originally, and it gives them all these options of where they can go in the site of conversations that are already happening from people who are in transition. So when I get people to say, Joe, I'm in transition, what can I do? I say, I have a conversation for people in transition, please put your information there, because I send every recruiter that sends me a job to that link. I'm hoping somehow to be able to bring these people together.